Before 1948, Palestine was under British mandate, and that means that we have the same situation, Muslim and Christian and Jews.
My late father used to tell me everybody was living there happy as a family, Palestinian Christians, Muslims, even the minority Jews at that time.
Palestine before 48, which is the war, it was a very good and wonderful place to live in. It was paradise, and I hope that days will come back, because we were in a very peaceful time.
People who can go wherever they choose to, people who can speak with everybody without fear. There was a life with the full sense of the word, a culture of life, a culture that wanted to be seen as a place of prosperity and freedom.
The Palestinian story of suffering and Nakba, which is the erasure and the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, didn't start in 1948. It started in the imagination of many Christians in the West.
Europeans felt that the Jews do not belong to Europe. And so they wanted basically to ship them to Palestine and to tell them, we are sending you there not because we don't like you, but because God wants it.
The mixing of the politics with religion was the issue over there. And that's why the Zionist project at that time, Zionism, started establishing organizations and movement in Palestine so that they fight over there the local people, the indigenous people, so that they bring the Jewish people who were persecuted in Europe, to bring them to Palestine, to bring them to a land without people for people without land.
The Palestinian story of 1948 is marked by exile. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were displaced. Their land were confiscated and taken away from them. However, this story covered in the news, especially in the West, without mentioning the Palestinian experience. It's always talking about it as a miracle, the Jewish return to their ancestral homeland after 2,000 years. They think of Palestine as a desolate land for almost 2,000 years, waiting for the Jewish people to return to, with complete disregard to the Palestinian experience and how the Palestinian societies lived in Palestine.
The British thought that the Jews could be subcontractor for the British Empire. So Britain wanted to have Palestine, and the Balfour Declaration in 1917 actually came to seal this idea and to make the creation of a Jewish homeland part of the mandate that Britain got. Britain actually supported, first of all, the migration of Jews from Europe to Palestine. They also allowed the Israeli to get weapons into Palestine and so to arm themselves. And basically in 1948, the British, they handed over Palestine to the Jewish military or paramilitary groups. And this led to the Nakba. The word Nakba in Arabic means catastrophe. 1948 was a catastrophe in the real sense.
حدثت الحرب في 1948 في شهر 5 مع دخول القوات الصهيونية مدعومة من بريطانيا ومدعومة من كثير من دول العالم الأوروبي خاصة. الصهيونية ومؤسساتها استطاعت يكون عندها جيش من 45 إلى 55 ألف، في حين أن الفلسطينيين مدعومين من ما سمي بجيش الإنقاذ في هذاك الوقت ما زادوا عن 15,000 ل 20,000 في أحسن حالاته. هم كانوا الأكثرية مسلحة، مدربة بأحدث التقنيات والسلاح في هذاك الوقت. في 48 استطاعوا أنهم يعني يسيطروا على جزء مهم من المناطق الفلسطينية، وقاموا بطرد أكثر من 750 ألف فلسطيني، وقاموا بهدم أكثر من 550 قرية فلسطينية، يعني أنهوها، يعني هدموها زي ما هدموا غزة اليوم يعني. والشعب ال 750 ألف جزء منهم هرب للضفة الغربية، وجزء منهم هرب يعني خارج فلسطين، راحوا على لبنان وعلى سوريا وعلى المناطق الأكثر أمن. الأقلية الفلسطينية اللي بقت في إسرائيل من 48 ل 66 خضعوا لحكم عسكري إسرائيلي. تم إعطائهم الجنسية، لكن الجنسية مقيدة وبدون حقوق. بالنسبة لفلسطينية الضفة تم يعني ضمهم للأردن. كان يعني الإدارة الأردنية على الضفة الغربية، وكانت إدارة مصرية على غزة.
My father used to tell me that people started shouting, the Haganah are approaching, they will kill everybody, they will make massacres because they have already made massacres in other cities. So either we escape or we will be killed. So people started running. Of course, they ran and ran and ran and ran. They left everything. They took the money and some important things like the key, and they left the rest home, hoping that they will come back.
The church was very helpful for many families. They opened the churches, the houses.
For example, if we look at Christmas Lutheran Church in Bethlehem, the majority of our church members are actually displaced people and refugees, many of them from 1948.
All of the congregants from the Ramallah church came from either Lud, Yaffo, or Ramle. They lost their belongings. The families were scattered, but they decided and they chose to form a congregation. That was choosing life in the midst of death. And that's when they named the Church of Hope. The Nakba for us as Christians meant that our story was stolen from us, that our Bible was stolen from us. We no more could read the Old Testament without feeling estranged from the Bible.
The Nakba was catastrophic for Palestinian Christians. It's catastrophic for all Palestinians, but for Palestinian Christians in particular, it was a big blow. We lost a big part of our community. Conservative estimates say that at least 50,000 Palestinian Christians became refugees. Every Palestinian is impacted by the Nakba. And it's important to stress the fact that the Nakba is not a past event. It's not as if this is something that happened in 1948. The Nakba is ongoing. The ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, it's an ongoing reality. The displacement of Palestinians through various means is an ongoing reality, and the genocidal war against Gaza is another implementation of the Zionist project and another phase of the Nakba.
If we as Christians leave, then who will be speaking about the story? Who will be telling the story? It is very hard, it is very harsh, but we have to go through it, and we have to stay resilient and sumud in our own life so that we stay here in this land.
1967 was another blow for Palestinians.
The 6 days war, we call it in Palestinian terms, we call it Nakba. It was a second chapter in the oppression of Palestinian people.